El-Hab, l'amour, love. What is love? The current that flows through gauges, the burning desire of sages to enter retired to pages, but can I possibly relate this to something that burns at one point in our lives, always hidden but never alive? Is it a lie? Are we stone-hearted? Was love ever found for those that just sought it? Don't have the answer, but if you think that you got it, tell me about it sometime. Cause love was lost way behind in the hourglass of time, and it continued to rhyme, but I'll just define what is love. When a nation of self-gratification and deprivation becomes our civilization, and we bask in these days in which I can't even step on the pavement without the fear of getting my shoes dirty. My designer shoes I bought for $2.30, electrical impulses they call money, without which will hurt me cause I'll be living all dirty without a way to pay for my shirt, see? What is love? The fire that burns and inspires to turn even the coldest and boldest and shy, to learn that as a phoenix dissolves and from its ashes emerge, a newer resolve for current to surge in our hearts and our souls and all of our being, consumed by that reason that lasts every season. In the coldest of cold, when the icicles freeze, in the most rainy monsoons, when we wish to be dry, and the driest of droughts, when we look to the sky to bring us that rain that sustains our crops, of pain and suffering until it stops, and we are once more put back in the ground. Whether we lost it or if it was found, our children will ask, leaping new bounds, that what is love? And is love to be found in a world full of peaches and towns, and speakers and creatures and features frowns upon every single face on the entire human race, because they didn't know what is love. And I could talk to you for hours about what love is and what it's not, but you cannot ever get it till getting it is what you got. Love is the soft touch of a baby that sees the world for the first time. And y'all may think that I'm crazy because of this nurse rhyme. Not nursery, but nurse because she helps with the baby's birth. And before you know it, the baby goes on to become ruler of this earth. And sometimes, on his stone made of gold, when he gets real old, he remembers and shudders about the love of his mother. And asks, what is love? The gorilla that roamed looking for some food and returned to its home and was in for a rude awakening because the sapient-sized lover was taken and poachers had forsaken him by taking away his daemon kin. And y'all may think, why gorilla? They ain't cute like a dog or a cat. A gorilla's so scary just like a bat. But that's the reality that we desensitize to our family in the animal kingdom. But I'm only thinking about man and me. Homo sapiens, but do we deserve enslavement? Never! All men are created equal. But what about animals? Why do we continue to enslave them? What is love? The bearded man all alone who cries to his lover above. Praise be to God, Lord of all the worlds, the message of his prophet sent to all four corners of the earth. Or is it the young boy in remembrance of a man that saved him? A cross upon his neck and his face newly shaven, praying to the Lord to give his brother back. Satan had a sword, but the boy's lover attacked with a piercing arrow of love right into the boy's side, just like the Messiah was hit by a spear after his tribe. But really, what is love? What is love to me? When immigrant parents work 6 days a week and can't sleep and they weep for their children to see the dreams that they wanted their kids to achieve, but the kids? They don't heed the call of their parents, so why do they speak? They drinking and clubbing and inhale the weed. And that's why I stand here today on this stage that the universe paved. I speak for the Tamils and the Somalis. I speak for the ammo that's fight on kids' knees. I speak for the Afghans and Al-Filastin. I speak for the Sikhs that were taught they weren't free by indeed, bruh. And indeed, bruh, I breathe and speak love, but what is love? Is it a dove? That's what we've been taught to think about when we think of love. And when we think of peace, we see the great white beast with its majestic grace as it spreads its wings. But when I think of peace and love, I think of another thing. A white tower of power, give us all those love showers I talked about at the beginning of this poem. Built at a time in a place just like Rome, by a man who looked like had a face of your gnome, like the first Messiah. He was the second to fly out. From him I get love for all and hatred for none. Y'all cowards can run, but the Messiah has come. For him my great-great-grandfather was stoned, sacrificed all his wealth and even the dome on its palace and chalice and everything that he owned, even respect among others because he was well known, but all for love. And that, my friends, is love.